Welcome to this section. In this section, we are going to learn how to make a smooth story by cutting, trimming, and reordering our video clips. But before that, I'm going to show you what I usually do personally in my video projects. Now, in the previous video, we imported these 4 clips, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce background noise on all these clips. Now, when I click on this first one, and actually this first one is just a display which may end up to become an overlay, so I'm going to completely put down the volume for this. So after selecting the clip, as you can see, I can now scroll on the tools. Specific tools appear because I selected the clip. If it was a text, it would be different, and I'll click on volume and I'll bring it completely down. I tick, and then I go to the next clip. I'll click on the clip. This is a second clip. Take note, as you're moving, you can be able to see your time on the timestamps just here. You can see how far you've gone and the total length of the video project. So by the time we are finishing, the video is going to be way shorter than the initial length of the raw clips. So this is the first actual video clip that has an audio. So I'm going to, after clicking on the clip, scroll towards the right. Around the end, I'll click on reduce noise and I will turn that
What
on.
I want to talk about is so interesting.
Reduce noise in project and in progress, and I will scroll to the next. As you scroll, you'll be looking at the split points. You may pass the next clip without knowing. I'm perfect. This is it. I'll click on the next and I do the same.
Yes.
And finally, to the last, I'll be able to do that same thing to reduce background noise. Reduce noise. Okay. So good. We can now start watching our video and trimming our video. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make this video to be a consistent story before I start trimming. Now, it's just an introductory video I did, and I was trying to advertise something which I just came up with while I was planning for this video. Okay, so this is what I want to advertise. Logically, it should not come first, but an intro video of myself should come first. So let me see this second clip, what happens there.
What I want to talk about is so interesting. What I want to talk about is so important, because whether you like it or not, in a few hours, your phone is...
Okay, so I think this video should come before that clip. So I'm going to click on it and hold. When you hold for a moment, you can see that all the 4 clips are showing, right? Perfect. So I'm going to drag it to the front and I leave it just there. So now, what is our first clip?
What I want to talk about...
But logically, and I know what I did, this is not going to be the first at the end of the day. Let me scroll further to the next video where I'm talking. There's a different introduction that I have prepared. Let's see.
Yes, of course, I'm not putting on Vision Peninsula costume or...
This is actually the second video as I intended in the project. Okay, let's see. This is the final clip.
It is past 6 p.m. already. The lighting is not so good. And
okay, perfect. This is what I want to be as the first video. I'll click on it and I drag to the front. And what is the last now is supposed to be the third, but I can still leave it. Let me see what actually went on there. Maybe at the end of the day, I can still decide that this clip is unnecessary for the video project. It does not tell a story, or it was poorly shot and I can delete it.
Yes, of course, I'm not putting on Vision Peninsula costume or brand t-shirt. I'm not putting on my cap and my hair is crazy. But I had to do this so that you can be able to achieve your goals for this training that we are taking right now.
Okay, at the end of the day, I just decided again to bring this rather as the first. Now, let's start the work to trim our clips and to cut. So I'll play the video.
Yes, of course, I'm not putting on...
Okay, you can see that at the beginning of the video my hand is in front, which is not cool for it to be. So if I scroll a little bit in front, I think the video was supposed to start here. So what do? I'll click on the clip and you can see the controls when you select a clip at the extremes, the white controls. So I'll click on it and I drag and boom, you can see that I have cut some parts of the clip that is trimming. So let me play the video now.
Yes, of course, I'm not.
And be careful not to trim an important section of the audio. That is why in filming and recording, the video the camera has to always start recording before the subject starts talking.
Yes, of course, I'm not putting on Vision Peninsula costume or brand t-shirt. I'm not putting on my cap and my hair is crazy. But I had to do this so that you can be able to achieve your goals for this training that we are taking right now.
I think that was a good take, man. I don't know if it's a woman, sorry. I think that was a good take. And the video is supposed to end around here because after that, right now, and then after that, there's just some silence, whatever. So I can click at the right end now and I drag backward. So bring it backward. So I can take this line, this straight line that is showing here, this straight line. I don't know, CapCut is trying to teach me some things. This straight line that is showing right here now is called the playhead. So I can take this playhead to the particular position so that it will be easier for me to trim right now. When I pause, of course I have not really spoken about pause, but I think you could figure that out, right? You can pause and play your video right there. So I can click and I bring it back. Immediately I get to that playhead is going to snap like a magnet.
Take it right now.
Okay, so that is fine. I go to the next.
It is past 6 p.m. already. The lighting.
Okay, so let me look for where I actually start talking.
It is past.
Okay, so we're going to use a different technique now to be cutting and trimming because we may trim some parts in the middle. So I'm going to click on the clip and write down where you have the tools. I'm going to click on split. So split is going to separate the clip into two so that what is in front is different from what is behind and you can manipulate them further. So we are actually splitting so that we can delete the unnecessary clips. One clip is one short video. I did not define that, but I think you can figure it out already. So I'm going to split right here. Remember, when you split a video, you are not completely removing it from the project or even what is originally in your gallery. The original videos are still there untouched. So it's a non-destructive editing. At the end of the day, if I split this video and I decide to bring it back, I can drag the edges and whatever I split it and cut and removed and deleted can be brought back to your timeline. So I can delete this because let's see, that was just a moment of silence. Okay, so I can click here and of course you can see the delete here and I delete. Let's see, this was the first clip.
Now it is past 6 p.m. already.
Okay, I
the
think it's smooth.
is not so good and everything.
Yeah, sometimes I intentionally make mistakes so that we can be able to trim and cut and split so that you get the point.
The lighting is not so good, but I believe it would be better if I had started recording this.
Okay, I missed it there. Let's listen.
Past 6 p.m. already. The lighting is not so good and everything.
The lighting is not so good. I think I should split there.
Lighting is not so good.
Okay, I should split there because after that, every other thing seems to be having a problem.
The lighting is not so good.
Okay, so I actually repeated that statement.
I believe.
So let's see.
The lighting is not so good.
But I click there and I split again. So what is in the middle is trash. I can delete. So let's see the flow now.
It's not so good. I believe it could be.
It's just jumping too much.
It's not so good. I believe.
I bring this one backwards, okay, because that bird is not good. I can click on it and I drag backwards, and let's see.
So good, but I believe it.
So I can reverse the order. I can drag this one instead, and then I bring this one back. Sorry, I may be going fast for some people.
Already the lighting is not so good. Past 6 p.m. already is not so good. 6 p.m. already. The lighting is not so good, but I believe it would be better if I had started recording this video earlier. I am out.
If I started recording this video earlier. That is why it's always good if you're recording yourself, you talk and give pauses so that you can be able to edit.
This video
Earlier.
Earlier.
So I split just there exactly.
I am out. I left the studio and I am now in an open. Environment, a public space, and I did this in order to be able to record this video.
I'm actually enjoying it. I forgot. So not to make this section so long, I'm going to cut it short, and I'll continue to trim until I get a final beautiful fix that we can all continue to work with. I believe that you have learned how to be able to cut specific points of your video which are not okay. You delete them. Some you just trim from the edges, and others you split in the middle and you delete or you reposition, however the case may be, in order for you to have a smooth story. So next we are going to be adding transitions between our clips. Remember, I'm going to continue to edit this so that I don't waste too much time, but make sure that you take your time and you are able to repeat the same. So the next is on adding transitions between clips. See you there.